Good evening everyone. So, this will serve as your review on your prelim exam. So, ang tip ko lang, sipagan nyo lang, tiyagaan nyo lang, and kung wala mang nakakakita ng sipag nyo, si Papa God nakikita po yan, okay? And always pray lang po and do your things na control mo and wag masyadong maging anxious, okay? Just keep on going. Okay, let's start on day 1. Mr. X invested in 1 million pesos cash into the business. So ito yung pinakamadali kasi 'di ba, pag once we invest money on the business, it is the initial capital. Ito yung puhunan ng business. So ilan yung puhunan natin? That is 1 million pesos. Anong account yung affected? That is cash and capital. So ilagay lang natin agad 1 million and capital 1 million. Okay? So every time natatayo tayo ng business, laging kailangan natin ng puhunan. So ang laging affected niyan is the cash and the capital. Okay? Day 2. On day 2, we purchase an equipment for business use worth 50,000 pesos. And 40% daw nun ay binayaran na natin in cash, paid in cash, and signed a note on the remaining balance. So, ano yung ibig sabihin nito? 40% ng 50,000. So, paano yung ginagamit sa calculator? 50,000, lagay nyo. 50,000 times nyo sa 0.40. No, lalapin nyo yung dot. 0.40. That is equal to 20,000 po dapat yung mahanap nyo. Ulitin natin, 50,000 times 0.40, that is equal to 20,000. 20,000 pesos po yung binayaran niya. Now, ilan yung worth ng equipment na binili niya? That is worth 50,000 pesos. Okay. 50,000 pesos yung worth ng equipment na binili. Okay, hindi pa balance, di ba? So, ilan pa yung amount na kailangan natin sa kabila para mag-balance? Kung makikita nyo, kailangan lang natin ng 30,000 kasi shortcut, 50,000 minus 20,000, that is equal to 30,000 pesos. Again, sinabi ng problem, this is note payable. Bakit? Kasi naggawa tayo or pumirma tayo ng note on the remaining balance. Hindi po tayo on account. Meaning pag on account, that is accounts payable. But since in the problem we said that it's signed on note, that is notes payable. Okay? So notes payable tayo dito, that is 30,000. Other way around to solve, since 40% yung binayaran natin, 60% po, 60% naman ang hindi natin nabayaran. 0.60 times 50,000, we get the same amount of 30,000. Okay, pwedeng ganon, pwede ding i-minus lang natin. Same lang ang makuha nating notes payable. Balance ba? Balance, 30,000. Dito sa kabila, 50,000 minus 20,000, that is 30,000. Day 3, we purchase another office equipment on account worth 100,000. Now, kung makikita niyo sa day 3, hindi tayo nag-sign a note. It only means na bumili tayo ng equipment on account, meaning nag-utang tayo worth 100,000. Hindi pa natin nababayaran yung binili natin na office equipment. So, that is worth 100,000. Lagay mo lang dito, equipment, 100,000. And, since utang pa to, ilalagay mo to sa on account na 100,000 pesos. Okay? Now, on day 4 naman, we have nakabenta daw tayo ng mga sumusunod. Sold the following inventories. You have letter A, 50,000 pesos. Pero 20% of which daw is cash, meaning cash sales siya, and the remainder is on account. Yung remainder po ay utang ng customer naman perspective. And cash naman is yung cash sales natin, meaning cash yung na-receive nating pera. Okay, Ang kailangan natin gawin dito ay iisa-isahin po natin to. So, ang mangyayari po sa day 4 ay ilalagay mo lang dito no, sa baba. Pwede din sa scratch paper para mapadali ka din. No? Kung 50,000 to, ito times mo to sa 0.20. Okay? Times mo sa 20% or 0.20. Ang makukuha po natin ay 50,000 times 0.20. That is equal to 10,000 pesos. 10,000 pesos. Okay? Now, this is cash. Okay? Ilan yung accounts receivable natin? Ibig sabihin, yung accounts receivable natin ay 50,000 times 80%. Okay? 50,000 times 80%. Okay? 50,000 naman times 80%. That is equal to 40,000 pesos. Okay? Ito naman yung nabenta natin sa ibaba. And ganun lang po natin gagawin yun sa remaining item. So, doon ulit tayo sa cash, which is this is A. This is A. Product A. And product B tayo. That is 30,000 pesos. 30,000 times mo lang sa 50%. 50% meaning kalahati. No? Ilan yung kalahati ng 30,000? That is 15,000 pesos. That is a cash sales. So, this is product B. And 30,000 naman doon. Yung 15,000 naman doon ay on account. So, accounts receivable natin ay ilan? Lagay mo lang to, 30,000 ulit times 50%. Ang makukuha mo po ay 15,000 pesos. Same lang. This is accounts receivable. Okay. This is product B. Okay, product C tayo. Product C is 100,000. Times mo lang sa 20% daw. 20% naman doon ay cash. So, ilan yan? That is 20,000 pesos. Again, mag-calculator kung gusto makasigurado. Cash, that is product C. And 100,000 naman doon ay on account. Meaning, accounts receivable na. Times 20%. That is equal to, no, this is 80%. Because 80% daw doon ay on account. Ang remaining balance. Okay? So, that is the accounts receivable. That is product C. Okay. Now, ano natin ang susunod na gagawin? Pagsasama na natin yung buong cash. Halin dito yung cash natin. Ito, cash. This one is also a cash. And this one is cash. So, ilan lahat to? Total natin. Cash sales is equal to 10,000 plus, lagay natin plus, 15,000 plus 20,000. This is equal to, lagay natin, 10,000 plus 15,000 plus 20,000. That's equal to 45,000 pesos. 45,000 pesos. Okay. So, 45,000 pesos ang ating cash sales. How about accounts receivable? Accounts receivable natin ay i-add lang natin lahat. That is accounts receivable ang accounts receivable po natin ay 80,000 plus 15,000 plus 40,000, 80,000 plus 15,000 plus 15,000 plus 40,000 equal to 135,000. Okay? So, ilan yung revenue natin kung nakuha na natin to? Cash sales and ilan ang total revenue natin? Add lang natin yung dalawa. Our revenue is 135,000 plus 45,000, that is equal to, add mo lang, plus 45,000, 180,000. Check natin kung tama. 50,000 plus 30,000 plus 100,000. Okay, tama. 180,000. Kung i-add mo po ito at ito, 180,000 din po ang revenue natin. Okay, tapos tayo sa letter B. So, we need day 4. So, we need to input this on the table. So, ilan yung cash sales natin? Ilan ang na-receive natin? 45,000. Lagay mo dito, 45,000. Ilan naman ang ating sana? Ilan ang ating accounts receivable? 135,000. AR 135,000 pesos. Okay? And ilan ang total revenue natin? 180,000. Revenue 180,000. Lagay natin ito sa baba. Okay? Take note. Unang ginawa natin ay nag-solve muna tayo. And then next is to input. No? In-input natin. So, equal po yan. No? 135,000 plus 45,000 is equal to 180,000. So, balance pa rin. Just make sure na balance pa rin ang per asset and liabilities and owner's equity natin para hindi tayo magkamali sa dulo. Okay? So, 180,000. Day 5 tayo. Day 5. Sold inventories on account worth 140,000. Madali lang to. Nakabenta daw tayo, pero nagutang yung customer natin. So, that is accounts receivable. So, 140,000. 140,000 ang ating accounts receivable. And nabenta natin yan. So, that is 140,000. Okay? Wala naman sinabing cash, diba? Pag sinabing 140,000 cash, so ilalagay natin dito. Pero since wala naman sinabing cash, so that is accounts receivable. 140,000. How about day 6? Ang day 6 naman po ay kinolekta natin ang utang ng customer. Nagbayad na sa atin yung customer natin ng worth 130,000. Since nagbayad na ang customer natin, may na-receive tayong pera. Okay. So, 130,000 yung na-receive natin from the customer on its account. Okay. So, 130,000 ang na-receive natin. And since nagbayad na yung customer, negative, i-deduct natin yung utang niya para mabawasan yung utang ng customer. 130,000 pesos. Okay? Now, balance yan. Kasi 130,000 positive minus negative, that is 0. 0 din sa kabila. Day 7. Day 7, nagbayad tayo ng utilities. Pag sinabing utilities, that is an expense. For example, yung kuryente sa tubig, yan po ay gastos. So, pag binayaran natin, may nilalabas tayong pera. So, that is 10,000 pesos. Cash, 10,000. Lagay lang natin 10,000 pesos. Then, minus negative 10,000. Okay, next, day 8. Sa day 8 po, binayaran natin yung utang natin from day 3. Ano ba yung utang natin ng day 3? Balikan natin yung Okay, nag-purchase tayo ng equipment on account. Ngayon, binayaran natin yung 100,000. Ilan yung binayaran natin na portion? That is 80,000. Day 3. Okay, 80,000 lang po yung binayaran nating utang. So, 80,000 din yung ilalagay natin, yung na-account. So, 80,000 dito. 80,000 yung binayaran natin, and 80,000 yung nabawas na accounts payable. Napansin nyo, 100,000 yung utang natin noon, diba? Bumili tayo ng equipment, tapos nabawasan tayo ng 80,000 since binayaran na natin. So ilan yung tira na lang natin na utang? That is 20,000 no accounts payable. Okay, day 9. Malapit na tayo. What if on day 9 naman daw ay Mr. X nakita niya ang kanyang napakagandang girlfriend and withdrew 150,000 cash for personal use. Again, ito rin ay isang pinakamadaling sagutin kasi pag nag-withdraw tayo ng pera, nababawasan yung pera natin sa business. So, 150,000 pesos. Ilalagay lang natin dito. 150,000, bawas natin. And nabawasan ang ating drawings. So that is its nature, 150,000. Okay? Day 10. On day 10 naman ay ang nangyari po ng day 10 ay nag-acquire na naman tayo ng additional equipment. 40,000 daw ang worth ng equipment. Again, yun pa lang, ilagay mo na agad na 40,000 yun sa equipment. Okay? Ilagay mo na agad 40,000. And, ilan yung binayaran natin? That is 30,000 paid in cash. Okay? And, we sign a note payable. Again, we sign a note payable, meaning may utang pa tayo pero nag-sign tayo notes, promissory notes, that is 30,000 and 10,000 notes payable. Binayaran natin 30,000, so this is a deduction. And meron tayong 10,000 dito na notes payable kasi yung tira ay notes payable. Okay? Now, on day 11, anong nangyari sa day 11? Nag-utang tayo sa bangko, borrowed 100,000 pesos notes payable from the bank and received cash. Diba? Naka-receive tayo. Pag umutang tayo, syempre may nare-receive tayong pera. 100,000 pesos po ang na-receive nating pera. So, that is 100,000 pesos ang na-receive nating pera. And we signed a note that is 100,000 notes payable. Okay? Now, day 12. Ano nangyari sa day 12? Ito trick question po ito. Binayaran natin lahat ng utang natin na notes payable. 20% on. All the remaining notes payable, binayaran natin 20% lang ng lahat ng notes payable. And take note, 50% of all the accounts payable, kalahati ng accounts payable ang binayaran natin. So, ano ang gagawin natin? I-add mo muna lahat ng accounts payable. Tingnan mo to, no? Accounts payable natin ito. And ito, accounts payable na natin. So, that is equal to 20,000. Again, that is 20,000 pesos. Kasi 100,000 minus 80,000, that is 20,000. Okay? 20,000 pesos. Ito na ba yung sagot natin? Hindi pa. Kasi ilan lang yung binayaran talaga natin ay 50%. Meaning, kalahati daw nito. Kalahati nito ang binayaran natin. 50% of 20,000. So, ilan ang 50% ng 20,000? That 20,000 times 0.50, that is equal to 10,000 pesos. Kaya lagay mo lang dito, binayaran natin 10,000 pesos. And 10,000 pesos sa accounts payable. Binayaran natin. Okay. Next step. Meron pa tayong notes payable. Ilan lahat ng ating notes payable? I-add lang muna natin lahat. That is 30,000. Notes payable naman na. Notes payable natin ay 30,000. We have 10,000. And we also have 100,000. Ito ang lahat ng pinirmahan nating utang. So that is 30,000 plus 100. 30,000 plus 10,000, that is 40,000 plus 100,000, that is equal to 140,000 pesos. Ito na ba yung sagot natin? Hindi pa. I-multiply pa natin to sa 20% kasi ito lang yung binayaran natin. So, ilan lahat? 140,000 times 0.20. 28,000 po ang lumabas sa atin. So, 28,000 pesos. Okay? Nakuha ba yun? I-add mo muna bago mo i-multiply sa ilang percentage ang binayaran. So, 28,000. Nabawasan to ng 28,000 and nabawasan din to ng 28,000 pesos. Okay? Natin itong cash na to. Ayusin lang natin para mga takip papanti. Na? Okay. So, we have now solved all the problem. We need to add now kasi ilan yung points ng total asset ay 10 points. Ilan yung points ng liabilities? That is 10 points. Ilan ang points ng owner's equity? 10 points. So, yun po ang pinakamahalaga. Ano yung part ng total asset? Ang total asset po ay itong part na to. Highlight natin. Ano ang part ng liabilities? Itong part na to. Ang liabilities. So, that is ito. Oops, sorry po. Itong part nito ang liabilities natin. So, kung ilalagyan natin ito ng kulay, itong green. Okay. And owner's equity natin ay ito. Remaining. Okay. So, we need to add all these things para makita natin. So, kailangan natin itong mabalance. Calculator po ulit, huwag gagamit ng katalinuhan sa pag-solve ng mano-mano. Okay? 1 million minus 200,000. Para sigurado, slow mo lang. 20,000 lang. 1 million minus 20,000 plus 45,000 plus 130,000 minus 10,000 minus 80,000 minus 150,000 minus 30,000 plus 100,000 minus 10,000 That is equal to 975,000. Okay. Nakasagot ka na ng daan-daan. Try mo naman mabilis para just to make sure na tama ang sagot mo. 1 million minus 20,000 plus 45,000 plus 130,000 minus 10,000 minus 80,000 minus 150,000 minus 30,000 plus 100,000 minus 10,000 975,000. So, tama yan, no? Try naman natin, accounts receivable, 135,000 plus 140,000 minus 130,000 minus 28,000. That is 117,000. Make sure ulit natin, mabilisan. 135,000 plus 140,000 minus 130,000 minus 28,000. That is equal to 117,000. So, sigurado tayo dyan. Natama na tayo. Next, 50,000 plus 100,000 plus 40,000. That is equal to 190,000 pesos. Just to make sure, 50,000 plus 100,000, 150 plus 40,000. Tama na tayo dyan, 190,000. How about accounts payable? Accounts payable natin, 100,000 minus 80,000. Oh, sorry, 100,000. Okay, tama, 100,000. No, 100,000 minus 80,000 minus 10,000. So, ilan na lang tira natin babayaran ay positive 10,000 pesos. And how much is our total notes payable? So, 30,000 plus 10,000 plus 100,000 minus 28,000. Ilan lahat? 112,000 pesos. Just to make sure, calculate natin. 30,000 plus 10,000 plus 100,000 minus 28,000, 112,000. Okay, ano capital? Kahit hindi na natin ito i-calculator, sulat lang natin, madali lang yan. Drawings, alam natin na 150,000 yan. Okay. And we also have revenue, 180,000 plus 140,000. That is equal to 320,000. Okay. Kung napapansin nyo, hindi ko pa nilalagyan ng negative. Mamaya na yan. Okay, 10,000 naman pesos. So, 10,000 pesos. Now, let's try to add the negative. Okay, capital, this is positive. Drawings, this is negative kasi dinideduct to. And we also have revenue, that is positive, and expenses is minus. Now, this is the exciting part. We need to get the total equity and lagay natin sa baba. So, this is number 1, 2, and number 3. So, kailangan natin add itong tatlo. 975 and blue ba yan? Blue yan na, diba? And this one is green. And this one is berry blue. Nope, this kind of blue. Okay, now we need to add this 3. Ilan na? Asset natin. 975,000 plus 117,000 plus 190,000, 1282 million. Check natin ulit. 975,000 plus 117,000 plus 190,000, 1282 million. 1282 million. Dito mapapadasal ka na, sana tama please, mag-balance ka po. And liabilities natin ay 10,000 plus 112,000 equal to 122,000 pesos. Okay. So, may 10 points na agad tayo. Try natin ang owner's equity. Okay, tingnan nyo to. Shortcut lang. 1282. 1,282,000 minus mo lang sa 122,000, makukuha mo ng owner's equity. Ang owner's equity natin is 1,160,000. Lagay mo dito, no? So, nakuha natin sa calculator. Pag minus natin yung asset sa liability, ang makukuha natin ay 1,160,000. Now, just to make sure na tama yung computation natin, i-add natin tong lahat. So, 1 million, yung lahat ng naka-blue, minus 150,850 plus 320,000, that is 1,070,000 minus 10,000, diba? Magic. Same ang nakuha natin, 1,160,000 pesos. So, balance po ito, no? Okay? Kung babalikan mo po yung asset, liabilities, and owner's equity, balance po ito, no? So, ang asset is equal to liabilities plus owner's equity. So, if we add this, 1282, kailangan mag-balance sila, equal to 1222, 10,000 plus 1,160,000. Pag in-add mo po yan, dapat magpareho po silang 128. Ito para lang po for checking, no? 1,282,000 equal to 122,000 plus 1,160,000 equal to 1,282. Same lang, nag-balance, diba? Ito, tuwang-tuwa ka na kasi nag-balance. Ayan, so tama, may 10 points tayo, may 10 points tayo, may 10 points tayo, so that is 30 points. And kada points ito ay tigwa 1 point, so that is equal to 12 points. So, meron tayong 42 points and pasado na po tayo. Okay, madali lang po maka-flat 1 concern. Kung palagi kang flat 1, palagi kang may recitation, bibigyan agad kita ng flat 1 na gusto mo. But, also, gusto mong pumasa, kailangan mo talaga magsipag po, no? So, good luck sa exam nyo. I hope you do your best. Ngayon pa lang, nagpa-practice na kayo. Okay? Thank you for watching. Ito po yung problem niya. Kung gusto nyong tingnan. Ayan. And, baba natin dito. Yan, ito po. Hindi po ito nag-given, no? Ito yung solution natin kanina. And day 5 to day 12. Ito po. Okay, screenshot nyo na lang or kopyahin. And this is our solution. Okay. So, that's it. Thank you for watching and good luck.